So now I'm gonna be explaining how to choose the settings to engrave in your piece when you have your engraving ready. So what do I mean by settings? So in this software you can choose how much force are you gonna put on the needle when it's engraving, and how many passes are you gonna do on the engraving while you're actually doing it. And how do we do that? So here on the screen we have something called engraving options. That makes sense. So it's gonna be F5, and in there you wanna look for the one that is called adjustments, because that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna adjust the settings so they fit the engraving that you're doing. And now there's only two that you wanna change in here. They're gonna be F2 and F3. F2 is the force that you're gonna put on the needle, and the F3 is gonna be how many passes. So we do something that is called testing. That is engraving the actual engrave that we're gonna do over some piece of tapes in the item that you're gonna do, but with so little pressure that it's not gonna do any damage to the item. And then we have the actual engraving that we're gonna do. So we have some settings for the test engraving, and then we have other settings for the actual engraving.
Right. And on those ones that are the test, it just leaves, you have a couple layers of tape on it.
Yeah,
And
you
it
wanna
just
put
leaves a
3
really light impression on
Yeah.
it. So you'll see what it looks like before it actually gets engraved.
In that case, you always want to put at least 3 pieces of engraving.
Okay.
And in terms of numbers, for the force, you want to use 5 to 7. You can choose, and then for the pass, you're gonna choose 1. Every time it's gonna be the same
That's for testing.
when we're talking about testing.
Right.
Yeah.
You just want the pass to be 1 and
Yeah.
the force to be, what was it again? Sorry.
1.
1.
Force 5 or 7, and then passes 1.
1. Okay.
And let's say, oh, I'm ready to engrave. So the numbers that you're gonna choose for the actual engraving are gonna change by item.
Okay.
How do I know? Usually, if the item is made of a strong material and you can feel that it's really, really strong.
Such as stainless steel, for example.
Yeah, for example, you can go up to 100 force
Okay.
and then 3 passes.
Okay. Gotcha.
The items are always gonna be 3 passes. That's not gonna change.
Okay.
The number that is gonna change is the first one that is the force that you're gonna use. Why do these change? For example, if I have a locket, the locket is empty on the inside, so you cannot put that much pressure on it because you're gonna go through it. You know what I mean? For example, in a locket, I will use, instead of 100, 45 pressure. That's good.
Okay. Thank you.